While home sales across British Columbia have cooled down, specific neighborhoods in Greater Victoria are still seeing intense competition. In areas like Saanich East, desirable properties routinely attract multiple written offers on offer day. Many prospective buyers enter these bidding wars assuming the highest number automatically secures the home. When they lose the property to a lower bid, they are often left confused by the seller's decision. Success requires a methodology we call the Victoria Playbook, a strategy built on engineering transactional certainty for the seller. Securing an accepted offer means looking closely at the seller's motivations and anxieties. You have to evaluate their psychology as rigorously as you evaluate the property's foundation. Winning a multiple offer situation is an exercise in risk mitigation. You are proving to the seller that choosing your contract is the safest, surest path to closing. The first step is assessing the seller's leverage. By looking closely at the property's history, you can determine if the owner is highly motivated to move quickly or if they have the time to wait for their ideal terms. Specific metrics tell this story. The number of days the home has been on the market, combined with any recent price reductions, serve as clear indicators of how the seller is positioned. Once you understand their position, you can structure a competitive price. Instead of getting caught up in the emotional heat of a bidding war, your offer should be anchored to recent comparable sales in that neighborhood. In British Columbia, there is no list price ceiling. The asking price is a starting point or a marketing tool, often detached from what the home is worth or what it will eventually sell for. To edge out competing bids safely, you calculate a competition premium. This is a specific dollar amount added to the baseline market value, formulated using hard data from recent local transactions. This chart shows the financial exposure between the two approaches. An emotional overbid spikes well above market value, risking appraisal issues. A calculated competition premium remains tied to actual neighborhood comparables, giving you an edge without severe financial risk. Relying on a disciplined, data-backed pricing strategy keeps your offer aggressive on paper, while actively preventing the buyer's remorse that follows a chaotic bidding war. Beyond price, the structure of your offer carries massive weight. A subject-light offer, where you minimize the number of conditions the seller has to wait on, is highly attractive to a nervous owner. One highly effective tactic is performing a pre-inspection. By hiring an inspector before the offer registration deadline, you can remove the inspection subject entirely before your bid is even submitted. When it comes to the mortgage, dropping the financing subject completely can spook cautious sellers. Writing a short 3 to 5 business day financing window shows you are serious and prepared. This specific timeframe is strategic because it aligns directly with a core piece of provincial legislation, the BC Home Buyer Rescission Period, commonly known as the 3-day cooling-off rule. Looking at a standard British Columbia contract of purchase and sale, the mandatory rescission disclosure sits prominently above the signatures. The acceptance date is written as September 15th, which directly triggers the final rescission deadline, calculated out to September 20th. By purposefully aligning your short financing window to perfectly overlap with this statutory rescission period, you create a synchronized, low-risk timeline. The seller isn't left waiting on multiple staggered deadlines. Engineering the contract mechanics to mirror BC law provides the seller with specific timeline certainty, making your offer difficult to pass up. There are also tools to gain a psychological edge. Personal letters to the seller, which are restricted in other jurisdictions to avoid fair housing violations, remain legal to include with your offer in BC. However, a winning letter requires a strategic pivot. Rather than detailing your personal life, focus the narrative entirely on your appreciation for the home's architecture and the legacy the seller is leaving behind. For the final, most aggressive tactical lever in a competitive bid, buyers utilize an escalation clause. This diagram maps out how an escalation clause functions legally in BC. It requires 3 mandatory elements: a strict price ceiling, a defined step-up increment, and a condition requiring the seller to provide documented proof of a competing offer before that increment triggers. To maximize these clauses, pair with a substantial bank draft and present them in person. These psychological and tactical touches anchor the financial numbers in a credible, human-backed commitment. Winning in Victoria's competitive micromarkets requires a flawlessly executed playbook. The process involves reading the room, writing a clean, subject-light contract, and providing the seller with ultimate transactional certainty from the moment they review your bid. If you are actively looking to buy in Greater Victoria, we can help evaluate properties and craft strategies with the precision of a professional. Visit our website to schedule a consultation and learn how we can apply this playbook to your specific search. And for a breakdown of the exact conditions we use in multiple offer situations, drop the word offer in the comments below, and we'll send you our free buyer template.